So for this drill, you're gonna need a yoga block to start and just some space on the floor. All we're gonna do is we are gonna be working on trying to get some better expansion at the back side of our ribs, meaning it could be our low back, could be a little bit of our upper back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the block. I want you to kind of feel the front side of your rib cage here, and if you have a rib flare, that's kind of exactly where we're going to put the block. Once it's there, I'm gonna have you just kind of bend forward, and ideally, elbows are resting on the ground, palms are up, and our butt is back towards our heels. Now, I want your eyes kind of staring between a line between your pinkies. Try to relax here, and go ahead and just take an easy breath in through the nose. Exhale. And I just want a nice soft exhale, kind of just letting it fall out of your mouth. And as you do that, you want to think about your ribs just melting into that block, almost like your body is just sinking down into the block. We're not pushing it down, it's just melting down with our breath. You're going to pause for a second, and then easy breath back in through the nose. Exhale. Pause. Repeat. Now, I'm gonna have you do this on both sides for about 10 to 15 breaths. If you're someone who really needs this exercise, you're gonna start to do it and you're gonna find you cannot breathe, okay? Like you're gonna get a really short breath. All that tells me is that we're so locked up through the back, it's really hard to expand there and get that inhale to go into those back parts of the ribs. So just know first breath might be harder, but as you keep going and as you practice this more, your 10th breath should feel way better than your first breath, okay? The other thing I want to note is right now I kind of have a thicker yoga block here. There are thinner ones out there that are better options to start with, or if you just find the yoga block is too hard, maybe somebody who has a significant rib flare and just your ribs are a little bit more tender to the touch, you could take a throw pillow and kind of fold it in half. You could also take some sweatpants and roll those up tightly, and you're gonna do the same thing, but the whole idea is that as we're breathing, whatever we're using here, the block, the sweatpants, are blocking off our ability to just breathe in through our ribs and our belly, and instead it's gonna force that air into our back. And you should feel some expansion or some stretching, hopefully through maybe the lower back, mid back, upper back, depending on where you need it. So that's just know that's the ultimate goal, is that we do feel some of that expansion, some of that stretching, but just know when you're first starting off, this can be hard. I know when I first started off, I could not use this block, but now I can use it pretty easily, just showing that I've made some improvement on how I can expand the back of my ribs.